The portive call to the REZ will perhaps offer more challenge to your worldview of economics than the eye of the eagle challenged your moral perspective. People who have embraced the Creator's view concerning reconciliation of all of creation find they are perplexed in trying to incorporate the practical financial aspects of Yahweh's plan for economic reconciliation with everything they've been taught concerning how to get ahead. It involves a lot more than just changing where one worships on Sunday. In a way, they're right. Money is where the rubber meets the road. But when we understand the intelligent design behind his economic strategy, we can easily agree with Yeshua when he said, "My load is easy. My burden is light." It is for this reason we have chosen another acronym similar to GREEN, which also conveys a positive atmosphere. To the REZ stands for Restoring Economic Zeal. While the word REZ also paints a somewhat nostalgic picture, at least for those of us in the Southwest. Monument Valley, Canyon de Chelly, Chaco Canyon, all international tourist destinations full of romance and history. And one would be remiss not to include the real-life adventures of visiting first, second, and third mesas to gain a glimpse of ancient and present-day Pueblo Hopi lifestyles. These symbols of the reservation only picture a portion of the REZ we would like to introduce you to. To many, these symbolize the boundaries of a sacred place, a connection to the way of their ancestors, as well as the empowerment of spiritual healing and vision. However, as with most things of human governmental intervention, there is the yin-yang, the light and dark scenario that comes with the package. Beyond the romance of tourist attraction lies a darker, more sinister side to the story, one which includes many versions of the Trail of Tears, relocation and assimilation strategies perpetrated on those vanquished by the power base of old cloth American expansionists. Yahweh's version also includes a Trail of Tears, as well as an assimilation and relocation strategy. One of the unique differences, however, is that Yeshua walked the Trail of Tears alone and in our place, for it was a trail none of us were qualified to walk, not then anyway. His walk redeemed us from all the prejudicial and cultural distinctives that man placed on those deemed less fit. Yet his walk had greater implication for those who aspire to be great among their fellow men. Gone are the rat race imperatives that drive us, as well as the keeping up with the Joneses need for reconciliation and honor. Replaced instead with the assimilation principles of Yahweh's new creation reservation. Yahweh's NCR, yes, his NCR, the new creation reservation, is a sacred place. Yet it has no physical boundaries. There is no physical place where the empowerment for spiritual healing and vision will not work. There is no limit to one's ability to be great among men, at least not from the Creator's eyes. Nor is there any limit to the joy that money cannot buy. For the vision of this quest transcends Earth's limits and relocates us through a glorious portal into a never-ending reservation. A portal far more powerful than anything man's conjured reality concerning black holes and such things could aspire to deliver. You see, when money is placed in its correct perspective, it becomes a tool, not a god. A vehicle, and not a commodity. In other words, using money Yah's way is never a double-edged sword. It never has the power to evaporate your wealth through the mismanagement and/or manipulation of others. In Yah's economy, it is not the root of many evils, nor Or is it the barometer of success that those blinded by the light of this world's gods have promoted? Welcome to Yahweh's New Covenant Reservation. His NCR. Welcome to the zeal for true economic power. It is here that you can gain the insight needed for following in the Master's footsteps. As you follow the trail that he blazed in the land of our tears, you can discover the assimilation protocols, the do's and don'ts of reservation life, as well as NCR's joint vineyard strategy, the most powerful stimulus package ever devised. All of this will help develop your NCR credit score, which is Yahweh's standard of worth, and give you the keys which will enable you to improve your credit quotient, qualifying you to claim greater rewards. These rewards are the goals of our vision quest and will become the badge of honor we will wear in the NCR to come. The rewards, interestingly enough, are somewhat like the medals of the Olympic Games. There is the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Yet there are no also-rans. One is either a part of the crowd or you are in the race. You can finish the race and receive a medal unless you give up by joining the crowd. You'll discover eventually that Yah's amazing race to the REZ is truly the only worthwhile reality game in town. We propose that the three most important pamphlets should be read in this order. The New Covenant Reservation, a survey of the assimilation protocols governing finances of his reservation. Next, you'll enjoy joint vineyarding, exploring the financial power of community. And then the Mark of the Beast, where you'll truly discover what's in your wallet. If you're still reservation-minded, you want to read Tourist Attractions, a survey of some of the reservation projects you can become involved in. There is a power beyond money, beyond military might, and beyond legal intervention or legislation. It is called the anointing, and Yeshua, our Admiral, is called the Anointed One. We're totally dependent upon him for a dispensation of this anointing, and therefore it behooves us to consider wisely how we use the temporal elements of power, especially money. Remember what he said. It would be a sad thing for a man to have gained the world and to have lost his soul in doing it. Therefore, take heed to the financial principles of the New Covenant Reservation, for they will serve you in this lifetime and the next. Smoke makes signals in the sky. Can you read them? They speak of wealth more real than the legends of the 7 cities of Cibola that lured Coronado and the conquistadores to satisfy their greed for gold. So, if you can lay aside your greed for gold and prove it by throwing away your bank credit cards, those kind don't work here. We'll teach you how to read the signals in the sky. Don't worry. The residents of this REZ are peaceful. No tomahawks, no bows and arrows, no scalping knives. All you'll find here is a willingness to share. Peace, my brother. Peace, my sister. The drums call.